Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Dallas Cowboys. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back. Line of the end zone for a touchback. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. C.J. Anderson, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Second down, Bridgewater. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
On second down, Anderson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Fourth down, they're going. Bridgewater. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
Now the first running back drafted this year, it's Saquon Barkley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight to the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Brady. And Amendola with a catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. A first down carry for Barkley. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Wait 20! Wait 20!
On second down, here's Brady. He ducks it off to Barkley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Wait 20!
Now Brady on the bootleg. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Charles Tapper in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
220! 220!
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, partner, let's go back over the last couple of plays. Sack, loss of yards on a running play. Not exactly the sequence that an offensive coordinator gets comfortable with when calling plays.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Wait 20! Wait 20! Let's go! Let's go!
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Looking deep now for Amendola. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
That's what I'm talking about.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Keep it heavy.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing is Bridgewater. It's complete to Lockett. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, the receiver won in a big way.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Bridgewater. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
220! Like 20!
So after the INT, it's Brady. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Brady will try again on 2nd down.
Why are you knocking it down? Pick it off, buddy.
And that'll fall incomplete.
Pick it off.
A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to
knocking it
Arlington
down?
right after this timeout. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Wait, 20, 380. Wait. Wait, 20.
Your story about a stall.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to air one out. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Delta.
Handoff comes to Anderson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They give it to Anderson. Open space inside the 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee Touchdown. C.J. Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now 14-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
By 20! By 20!
Now a play fake. Brady.
That's all I told
For the
you.
4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Anderson Aho. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
We just saw it. That's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well. Yeah, they didn't get overexcited and have a bust-down defense to give up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead is swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
No, it's over there on the table, on the chair.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, Are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it again with Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Oh, shoot.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Returnable for Lockett. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He finds his target, Beckham.
Stop.
That one good for a pickup of 15.
Stop, Willow. You already went to the
Tennessee.
bathroom and everything, so chill out.
When people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
To Barkley on the check down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey. White 20! White 20!
Here's a give to Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran wrong.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point good by Barth, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Over the middle to Beckham. Odell Beckham Jr. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. They'll run Anderson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And that's going to...
He's going to quit. Look like a fella. record too. Cool, so.
Even with just one timeout remaining, still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. On 2nd down, Montgomery. Great move by Montgomery. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. Ty Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Titans. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. On the return, this is Jaquiz Rogers. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. From the gun, it's Brady. Got a man. It's Amendola. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Brady, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Wait 20! Wait 20!
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mason Foster coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Brady. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Wait 20! Wait 20! Wait! Check, check. Hey, gold 66. Go! Go!
Now Brady got to have this one. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Bridgewater on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Throw left side, complete. That's Burton. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Brady now has hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. He dumps it off to Barkley. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Brady now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Charles Tapper. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On second down, here's Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Alex Anzalone leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Tennessee, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.